It was clear very early that Dave Husted was an athlete. Since bowling was the family business, bowling became Dave's sport, heading out on tour just days after graduating high school. He was just 21 years old when his first title came on bowling's biggest stage at the US Open.
Count 'em, 7 in a row.
After practice, I came back to my dad. I said, you know, man, this is like bowling on lane 7 and 8 at home. I got a great shot. And it held up all through the telecast, and I got by Earl, and then I started with the front, whatever it was, 6 or 7 against Gil Sliker, and it was pretty much over, but it happened really fast. But, you know, my first one doing the Open, it was, you know, life-changing. I mean, my life-changing on my bowling side of things. It really did. It did open up some doors, and I was very fortunate that it was a major, the first one I won.
But far from the last. Over the next dozen years, Dave Husted won another 9 titles, but was a guy who was always in the hunt.
I was fighting every day. I was just, you know, I never felt like I ever had it licked. You know, back then on the tour, we were bowling 35, 36 weeks out of the year. There's going to be hopefully no more than 5 or 6 you just don't have it. You know, if you can be competitive in those other 29, 30, 31 events, make some money, have a chance, and make your 4, 5, 6 shows a year, that was really the way I kind of judged things. And if you happen to win a couple, it was just frosting on the cake.
There was plenty more frosting right around the corner.
He's just putting everything into the shot, Bo.
In 1995, Dave Husted returned to the tournament that had started it all and claimed his second major.
There it is, second U.S. Open.
I didn't lead many tournaments, and I believe I led that one, and that was a little bit different, dealing with the lead all the time. And I was fortunate, but I made a lot of good shots when I needed to, and came out on top. But it was, you know, being able to deal with a little bit of the pressure and some of the added things on that show, I think really helped me.
The very next year, Dave returned to the US Open to defend his title and had a career-defining moment.
That'll do it. Back-to-back U.S. Open championships for David Husted, and he is spent.
In the entire history of the event, just 4 men have won the US Open 3 or more times, and only Dave Husted has won it back-to-back.
I am not an ego-driven person, and I'm kind of more of a business-like. That was my job. I happened to win, you know, a major, a real special tournament back-to-back years. Looking back, I appreciate it more now, I think, than I did when I was bowling.
After the '96 US Open, Dave Husted dialed it back. In all, there would be 14 titles, but he wanted to spend more time with family, so he left the game as he played it. Bowling was a job for Dave, and a job well done.
He was a consummate professional. Dave was very comfortable in his own skin. He was out there to do a job. The tour was a lot of fun for a lot of us. I'm sure Dave enjoyed it, but Dave was there to take care of his family, pay his bills, and be the best bowler he could. He's just a good guy. He was a great bowler, but the best part about my experience on tour was finding my best friend. We've been friends for over 30 years, and one other thing, if there was a Best Friends Hall of Fame, he'd also be in that one.
He was the classiest guy out here. He was a great ambassador for our sport. But not only that, Dave Husted was a great player. He won 3 United States Opens, and you don't win a U.S. Open once, let alone 3 times, without being a great player.
And now as Dave takes his place alongside all the guys he battled through the years, he does so with his trademark humility.
I got the call, I was almost dumbfounded. I really didn't know what to think, but it's very humbling. Just to be, you know, in the same sentence with, you know, Lillards and Carters and Webbers as Anthony's, as Roths, Holmans, it's still hard for me to believe, to be honest with you.